This video is not for everyone. Not for everyone. It's an intuitive download. Use your discernment. غير اللي قبله. Take it out how it resonates. You saw. If you think it's not making sense. When I talk about family enemies, I don't mean the whole family. You happen to unknowingly helped a certain family, a certain members, break out of a very dangerous cult. You unknowingly help break out of a very dangerous and difficult cult. You know? This was something that was happening for generations. This was something passed on from previous generation and kept on flowing and repeating. And for some reason, some of them born into that cult, you know, and they have been put under a spell, you know. On the outside, they seem to be good, respected people in society, you know. They have friends around, they would smile on the outside, and some of them have a lot of money, you know. They could look wealthy, but it looks like everything is falling apart now. The outside was very humble. They seem to be very helpful. They even donate to charities. But in the inside, behind closed doors, they were very evil. Some of them had shrines inside of their homes. Some of them even had evil altars. And they worshipped particular deities. It has been happening for generations. The deities that they were worshipping was also the same deities that previous generation worshipped. Now, the members of this family was brought up to believe that was the way to go. This is the only thing that they saw. That was the only thing they knew. They didn't knew anything outside of that. And they was very loyal followers. There are some of them who had been for a while questioning this whole thing, you know. But again, understand how the spell works when a person under a spell. They don't seem to get the proper answer they need. So some of them that started to become very uncomfortable. Some of them wanted to leave the entire cult. They didn't. They knew that, you know. See, that's how they brought up. That's the only thing they knew, and they were trapped in the system, and that doesn't make them bad people. Trapped in the system, paying loyalty to the leader of the cult. It could be parent or people are responsible for that, you know, particular moment. For some reason, you found yourself in a particular area, away from this. Living in an environment where you just have been probably, you know, you simply, you know, get out of that whole environment. In the beginning, you didn't see any shit of that. You show up with the usual faces and smiles and things pretty normal, but then you started to see unusual activity going there, you know. You're a chosen one, so you have an extra eye detail. Something you will see and you will think, okay, that was being coincidence, and it happened again and it happened again, and then you start to figure out there are some people in the dark trapped in this system. There's some particular members in that family you could even have involved and speak with them from every now and then, and you could have mentioned a few things that wasn't making sense. Many of them brushed it off. Some of them gaslight you. Some of them thought you didn't know what you were seeing. You could have told them that there is something you are seeing and it's not making sense to you because, see, the chosen person doesn't operate out of the dark. They operate from the light. They can see evil very easily. They notice it and they recognize it. And then something happened. And there was something in that particular area that happened. And you happen to be in the right place at the right time. You have probably said something. It is a word that you said. Or it could have been simply a simple action that you took. And that action was very powerful. To the extent that even the cult members, the people that was under that spell, they started questioning everything. There was like, you shouldn't be knowing that. There is no way you know that. There is no way. Your accuracy was nearly 100%. And they were thinking that there is no way anybody outside of that cult could have known that particular thing, what you said or the action that you took. That's when behind closed some of them started gathering together. And they were just wondering, how did this person know? You know, how could he probably see this without being involved in that system? And eventually they realized what you were saying was the truth. In the beginning, you spent some time, you know, you was around those people. And a lot of time they used to dismiss you. You think they're just another regular figure in the crowd. They don't take you serious, gullible, naive. But that particular thing, what you said, broke the spell. Now, all of them are looking for answers. They're starting to see they have been involved in cult, a very dangerous cult, because now they are starting to see everything is turning upside down. Because when you break a spell, the reversal happens. Things start to happen to particular members in that system. They face tower moments, setbacks, legal issues, types of sicknesses and illnesses. In some cases, they can start losing money start disappearing. And that's exactly what the other members started to see. From that moment when you said and you spoke out whatever you spoke out, whatever you did or that move that you made, that was when the entire structure started crumbling. Now these people are starting to understand. They have been involved in a very dark system for generations. And a lot of them are starting to exit the matrix, you know. Now for the first time, some of them are starting to see, you know, that there is a way out of this vicinity. You know, break a spell, the universe will remove you from that whole entire system. You know, you could be relocate, evicted out of the home, you know, or see cult holds system in place. You know, when they kicked you out or they evicted you or they thought they deprived you, they were helping you. They was pushing the universe to push you out, even though you wasn't belonging to that system, to push you out away from that system and to help others to push themselves out. Yes, certain rules are full. Listen, trust me, not everything is good money or good material. Some things have strings attached to things you don't want to be part of, you know. Fuck that. Fuck that money. I don't want. Fuck this car. I don't want it. Fuck this property. I don't want it. You know, some of people will kill for it. You know, but because you have a long-range eye, you'll be saving yourself and your future generation. You know, see what happens when you try to break these rules. Whether it's me or anybody else, you know, that's when they start after you. So God removed you, the universe removed you, whatever fits for you, and He put you in safety. And the entire matrix started crumbling, the entire cult started falling apart. those some of them abandoning, some of them questioning, some of them would start saying, we have to re-announce this evil. God is real. Look God, what he's doing in this person's life. We need answers. And the cult leader, definitely, he doesn't have these answers. The cult leader is a person who's blind. These are blind people seeking material stuff. Those people, they seek material, like spiritual enlightenment is far away from them. And some of them, they abandon. Should have been for so and so, who had never been able to understand exactly what was involved the whole time. Now they start to see everything for what it is. Some of them will never reach out because of the longest of time you have been speaking. You've been pointing outside certain incidents, and some of them wasn't paying attention. Now they are starting to pay attention behind closed door. They will not give you credit for helping break off the spell. They will not give you credit for any shit, and you're not seeking that. Inside of your heart, it was your making. Your presence alone was enough to shift the whole atmosphere, to bring all the darkness to light, so the people around that system actually see what was hidden beneath the surface. And now everybody else that is or was in that system, they're giving you the credit when you need that behind the closed door, because you're the one who helped them to break out from very difficult spells. The spell has been broken. However, when you're under a spell, when you are blocked from your blessings, from your spiritual gifts, you are blocked to even break generational curses. Those sicknesses and illnesses from your great grandfather till now that most of you having, and you don't know why. It's because of that. It's because of that. You will be, when you indulge with such systems, you will be blocked from the milk and honey that the Most High God has blessed you with, promised you with. The Most High God is not a foreign God. The whole universe is built on the divine principle. This is where you belong, people. This is where your peace and happiness and good energy and good karma, towards that you're born in the dark, to do the shadow work, to reach the enlightenment. Cast that spirit of envy out, that hate, that jealousy, that low vibrational shit that doesn't get you anywhere in life except of hell, passing it to the other generation, the demon that you doesn't slay, your children will pay for it. Wake up. And that's what we came here to do. And that's why they did all what they did and what they are doing against people like us. Yes. This certain group, you know them by face, you know them by name, Chosen. You know them by face and you know them by name. Yes. ثيابهم حلوة ممكن، وجههم بشوش، بس انرجيتهم بتحكي عنهم.